It began on a quiet night, the kind of night where even the stars seemed to whisper secrets. In a small African village surrounded by endless fields and tall baobab trees, a young boy named Kojo sat outside his home, staring up at the glittering sky. He often wondered what lay beyond the stars. His grandmother, who sat beside him weaving baskets, used to say, "Up there, my child, are spirits of wisdom. They watch us, they learn from us, and sometimes they visit." Kojo always laughed softly when she said that. He didn't believe in stories until that night. A strange hum filled the air, low and deep like the earth itself was singing. The goats bleated nervously, the dogs began to bark, and even the wind seemed to stop moving. Kojo looked up, his eyes wide, and saw it. A light, brighter than the moon, gliding silently across the sky. It wasn't a plane, it wasn't a star. It was something alive, something curious. The light descended slowly, settling just beyond the tall palm trees at the edge of the field. The ground trembled slightly, and the scent of burning air filled the night. Kojo's grandmother gasped softly. "It is not a spirit," she whispered. "It is something new." Kojo, trembling with both fear and excitement, ran toward the field. When he reached it, he froze. There, in the tall grass, was a silver vessel, smooth like glass, glowing with faint blue lines that pulsed like a heartbeat. The air shimmered around it. Then from the light, 3 figures stepped forward. They were tall, graceful, and quiet. Their skin shimmered like polished stone, reflecting the stars above. Their eyes, large and kind, glowed faintly, filled not with threat, but with curiosity. Kojo's heart pounded. He took a step back, but the beings raised their hands, slowly, showing peace. Then a sound entered his mind, not through his ears, but directly into his thoughts. "Do not be afraid. We mean no harm." Kojo's mouth fell open. "Who are you?" he whispered. "Travelers," the voice said gently. "We have come to learn about Earth and about you." The beings looked around, studying the trees, the soil, the sky, the stars. One of them bent down, touching the earth with long, slender fingers that glowed softly. So much life, so much beauty, yet so much pain. Kojo frowned. "Pain?" The being looked at him with sad, knowing eyes. "You have everything you need to thrive: water, sun, earth, love, yet you fight over it. You harmed the very home that gives you breath." Kojo lowered his gaze, ashamed, though he did not understand why. We are trying," he said quietly. "Some of us want to do better." The being smiled, a smile that seemed to light up the night. "That is why we came, to remind you, to learn from you, and to share what we know." Then the ground glowed softly beneath their feet, forming circles of light. The air filled with whispers, sounds like songs made of wind and water. The ship opened slightly, and from within came tiny floating spheres of light that hovered over the ground like fireflies. "These hold memories," one of the beings said, "of worlds that lived in harmony. We leave them here for those who choose to listen." Kojo reached out to touch one of the glowing orbs. When his fingers brushed it, he saw visions: oceans without pollution, skies without smoke, forests that glowed at night, people walking hand in hand, not divided by borders or greed. He gasped and fell to his knees, tears welling in his eyes. "It's so beautiful," he whispered. "Why are you showing me this?" "Because you are young. The young still dream, and dreams change the world." Before Kojo could say another word, the beings began to step back toward their ship. "Wait," he cried. "Will you come back?" The tallest one turned, a faint shimmer in its gaze. When you no longer hurt what gives you life, we will return. The ship began to rise, silently and gracefully into the sky. The lights dimmed, then disappeared among the stars. The air grew still again. Kojo stood there for a long time, the glow of the memory spheres lighting his face. When he returned home, his grandmother was waiting. She smiled knowingly. "You saw them, didn't you?" Kojo nodded slowly. "They said they came to remind us." She placed her wrinkled hand on his shoulder. "Then remember, my child, the earth listens, the sky watches, and wisdom, true wisdom, is not in the stars. It is in how we care for what we already have." Kojo looked up one last time that night. The stars twinkled brighter than ever before, as if they were smiling. And somewhere, far beyond them, the travelers watched, still waiting for Earth to remember.